Yes, hello students. Let us discuss about the fundamental duties. The fundamental duties for the citizen of India was included in Indian Constitution only in 1976, Nana. I've written it very clearly, only in 1976 by 42nd Constitutional Amendment. Means originally the fundamental duties was not there, means yes, it was not there in Indian Constitution in the year of 1950. But later, Swaran Singh Committee was appointed under the leadership of Indira Gandhi. He recommended certain fundamental duties where every citizen has to follow. So now it is clear to you that fundamental duties originally on 26 January 1950 it was not there. It was included in Indian Constitution in 1976 with 42nd Constitutional Amendment. And who recommended the fundamental duties? Swaran Singh Committee appointed by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. Now, in the year of 86th amendment in 2002, that is in 2002 with Constitutional 86th Amendment, one more duty was included. So totally there are 11 fundamental duties what we have at present. So every citizen of India has got 11 fundamental duties. In the year of 1976, we had only 10 fundamental duties, but in 2002, we have included one more fundamental duty. Now let us discuss what are the various fundamental duties is concerned. Let us discuss about various fundamental duties. Now I've divided totally, two parts enough. First screen is 5, the other screen is 6. So let us discuss. These are the various fundamental duties what every citizen has in India. Now, every citizen should abide the constitution, respects its ideals and institutions, the flag and the national anthem. See, every Indian should go according to the constitution. Every Indian has to respect the ideals like liberty, equality, fraternity. Every citizen should also respect the government organization or the government institution. Every Indian should respect the national flag. Every Indian should respect even the national anthem. Similarly, every Indian has to cherish and follow what they have to follow, the noble ideals for which the freedom struggle has been taken place. When you see why the freedom struggle has been taken place, in order to maintain liberty, equality, justice, fraternity, the freedom movement have been taken place. And once we got it, it is a duty of the every citizen to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle and the freedom. Similarly, it is the duty of every citizen to protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. Every citizen should try to uphold, every citizen should try to maintain and protect the supreme power of the country. Every citizen has to maintain the unity, and every citizen has to maintain the integrity of the country. Then, every citizen has to defend the country and render the national service when called upon to do so. So, it is a fundamental duty of every citizen to defend the country, because the country has given us a recognition. With that recognition, whenever you need to serve the country, you need to be ready to serve the country. Apart from that, you should defend your country also. This is the basic duty of every citizen. Next, every citizen has to promote harmony, spirit of common brotherhoodness among all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic and regional or sectional diversities, to renounce and practice derogatory to the dignity of man. So it is maybe the four sentences are very big, to listen, but very simple, Nana. Every citizen has to maintain harmony, unity or oneness among everyone, and we have to develop a feeling of brotherhoodness, and everyone should not practice a derogatory statement to the dignity of the woman. Means what? We have to respect women. We should not degrade women, because in India we give more importance to women is concerned. Looking into that aspect, Swaran Singh has included this sentence stating that no one should practice derogatory of women is concerned. Everyone should renounce practicing derogatory to the dignity of women is concerned. Now, apart from that, what are the rest of the fundamental duties? To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. It is a duty of every citizen to protect and maintain the heritage and preserve the composite culture what we have. Then it is a duty of every citizen to protect the natural environment, because if you are not protecting environment, it will not protect us. So it is a duty of every citizen to protect the national environment. Similarly, everyone has to protect even the forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have a compassion for the living creatures. So it is a duty of every citizen to protect the environment. then everyone has to develop what temper? Scientific temper. And everyone has to develop humanism and the spirit of inquiry and freedom. So it is a duty of every citizen to develop a scientific temper is concerned. Apart from that, every citizen's duty is to protect and safeguard public property and not to do violence. It is a duty of every citizen to protect what, Nana? Public property and not to practice violence. And next one is every citizen should strive for all-round excellence. It is a duty of the citizen not only individually but collectively. You have to work for the excellence so that the nation constantly rises higher levels of the endeavor and achievement. So it is a duty of every citizen, not only individual but also collectively. You have to strive for the excellent. When you are trying to develop excellence individually and collectively, not only you are developing, but the nation is also developing at the higher level. And this is the one which was included recently according to the 86th Amendment. What is this duty? Who is a parent? Who is a parent or guardian? Who is a parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his child, or as the case may be, what between the age of 6 to 14 years. So every parent or the guardian has to provide, the education to the children, to the children who are aged between 6 to 14 years. Hope you all understood fundamental duties. Listen to it once, twice, and thrice and understand it. And this is, a 2 marks question from the final exam point of view. All the best.